Go ahead.
You know, there's a famous movie line that says, if they build it, we will come, from an old baseball movie.
Yeah.
And that's kind of true of players. If they can play, we will find them. So, to be honest with you, I don't really remember where I first heard Giannis's name. Whether it was from one of the guys in our office, if it was from a scouting report, or wherever. But once we saw him, we all saw him.
The first time you saw him, it was when you traveled to Athens?
Yes, it was my first time to see him in person.
In this luxury gym?
Yes. But you know what? Great training ground. I loved what I saw. I loved his coach. I thought his coach was a hard-working coach. And, you know, Giannis has I think Giannis has a natural gift of knowing how to play. But I think he was also taught how to play.
Yeah. You had to select at the number 15. It was from the beginning your choice to choose Giannis before the draft, or you weren't thinking that in the number 15 Giannis would be available?
Both, really. You know, we had you have your groupings.
Yeah.
And you say, here's the players that you think will be at your grouping, and you rank those guys.
Yeah.
And the number one player on our list at 15 was Giannis.
Yeah.
But we were very concerned that he wouldn't be there.
Okay. So, do you think many people, I'm hearing some analytics, you know, about Giannis, how he's doing this year, and some scouters are saying that, you know, it was a crazy coincidence that Giannis was the number 15, that most of the teams who were choosing before number 15 had to choose him.
Well, there's a lot of people that say that, and every year there's always usually one or two players in that category. But you know, Giannis is playing very well. He's showing people that he can play, and we're very happy to have him.
When you started realizing that he's a guy who is ready to play right away?
Exhibition season. You know, we kept saying when we drafted him and leading up into the season that we wanted to expose him, but not overexpose him. And the concern was that we didn't want him to lose his confidence, and others around him to lose confidence in him. But I tell you, when the exhibition season started, and as it was ending, we started looking and say, this guy's doing some good things. And next thing you know, we say, he's one of our leading scorers, he's one of our leading rebounders, he was leading our team in block shots, he led our team in free throw attempts, and then we realized that we can get him on the floor.
Yeah, so are you happy with his progress so far?
Extremely excited. You know, there's going to be some ups and downs. Hope more ups than downs, but he's playing well, and you can see he's just scratching the surface, so to speak, as to what kind of player he can be. I really think he has a chance to be a very special player in this league.
What's your opinion about his behavior, his personality, not only as a player, as a person?
Yeah, you know, really excited about him as a player, but I'm saying this, I should have said this before you asked the question, that we're even more excited about him as a person. Just an extremely gracious, you can see unselfish, and a very, very kind heart and kind spirit inside of him.
Even though he's facing difficulties, because you know you learned about his difficult childhood. He had the support to support his poor parents. You know, he was selling things, you know, in the streets, you know, and now he's about, you know, to star in the NBA. You know, what's the impact, you know, that he's having in the league right now, even though he's a rookie?
Well, I think everywhere we go, people are talking about him. He's getting a lot of visibility, and I think people are understanding just how good he potentially could be.
Yeah. What's the impact in Milwaukee? Among Milwaukee fans, he's popular.
Yeah, you know, what we're going through right now is very difficult, and our fans are searching for something to get excited about. I think one of the things they're most excited about is Giannis.
Yeah. I will ask you something difficult to answer, you know. Sometimes, you know, this popularity of Giannis, the fact that he's playing, that he's starting, he's getting a little bit on the nerves of the other guys, you know, the veterans, you know, come on, Giannis. Are you facing this kind of problems?
No, we're not, and I think one of the reasons that's not going to happen is because he's such a gracious person. If he was very full of himself, I think that might be more difficult. But the fact that I think he's so gracious, I think his teammates and all those around him will accept him.
Basketball-wise, what makes him so special?
I really think that it's his size. And with his size, the skill set that he has, and I've said it earlier, and I'll say it again, that he has a gift, and he's got the gift of a good handle. He can dribble the ball very well, and he can pass it very well. And the scoring is going to come. It's going to come naturally because I've seen a lot of guys over my years in the NBA, and people with that kind of skill set, they learn how to score, and he'll learn how to score. But I think his his greatest gift today is his know-how and feel for the game.
Yeah. He's going to play in the national team in the summer? During the summertime?
We haven't discussed that, but I'm sure it's something that will be considered, yes.
Yeah, because the World Federation, FIBA, started to consider to give the wild card to the Greek national team because of Giannis. Because Giannis is very known in Europe, his progress, and he thinks that the Spanish people who are traditional basketball fans, want to see Giannis starting in the World Championship.
Well, I think especially a player Giannis's age, I look at those as only great opportunities. You want him, and he would beat anyway, with the ball in his hand. You want him staying in condition. You want him continuing to learn and have any experience is a good experience. So that would be a great time for him.
His jerseys are selling in Milwaukee?
Oh yeah, I think they're selling very well.
Yeah, so also marketing-wise, he's really popular.
Yeah, he is. There's a lot about him that's popular. His size, his personality, his smile, and his name. I think his name is very intriguing because most people can't pronounce it.
You can?
Oh, I take the easy way out. I say Αντετοκούνμπο.
Αντετοκούνμπο.
Yes.
Yes, that's right. And something last. What about his parents? He's waiting for them, like crazy. It was a difficult situation, difficult topic.
I think it's going to help him so much when that does happen. Because, someone his age, he needs that help. He needs that stability. He needs to go home to a cooked meal and see people that love him and that he loves. Yeah. Especially at his age, I think that's very important.
Okay. Thanks a lot for the conversation. I really appreciate your time.
My pleasure.
I hope we'll see him playing another good game.
Yeah, it'd be great.
I was yesterday in Houston.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yes, I drove here. It's quite close.
Oh, yeah, easy.
It's 2 hours and 20.
Yeah.
Just straight.
Yeah, I've done it many times.